I have no idea what to expect from this game. In case you don't know what I'm playing Metaphor ReFantazio. And I guess I can go ahead and start my intro. Hi everyone, my name is Rose, also known as TA Summers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's playthrough is going to be my first video for Metaphor ReFantazio. And I am going into this completely blind. I know absolutely nothing. Other than the fact that this is an Atlas game, is created by some of the same folks who have done the Persona series. I'm excited to jump into it. As you can see here, this is the language display screen. We're going to do English. Yes, please. Try to get this set up. I do like the fairy animation. Select an audio and language. I think we're going to go with English, like for this playthrough. Yes. A network connection will enable some in-game features. Connect, yes, we can do that. You can change the setting from the menu at any time. Confirm. Adjust the brightness until the monster is barely visible. Yeah, I can see it. Barely visible? Yeah, I think that'll do. Yes. Autosave, yeah. That makes sense. As I said, y'all, I have no idea what to expect from this game. Uh-huh. Copyright warning, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a pretty interesting content warning. Yeah. Yep, I'm good. I will be healthy going through this. Oh, I like the menu screen. All right.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago.
Oh.
You should have done the same.
Well.
Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
That dude.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Sir? That was an opening. I'm loving the music so far. Metaphor. ReFantazio. Very nice. So I guess we are finally at the opening screen for this. That was an opening. That was an opening, so somebody died within the first minute or two of the game, and then we have an empire in trouble. So it seems, like I said, I'm coming into Metaphor ReFantazio mostly blind. I don't know much about the game. I'm trying to see if I can get my bearings. Let's see, I'm trying to see if there's any audio settings that I need to adjust. Let's see, settings. You don't want the music to be too loud. Yeah, we can keep the voices of where they are. Alright, vibration on, auto advance, we're not going to do that. Enemy subtitles, yes, this is fine. That worked fine in the opening. Let's see. Alright. Toggle auto lock, invert camera, camera assist, speed, shake, dash effects, master speed, skip selections off, skip special animations, yeah, off. We're doing everything new. And network functions and everything else. Alright. So I think we're good. I think we can start a new game. This looks very impressive. I'm already impressed. If you can't tell, I will try to be as quiet as I can through some of the cutscenes because I know y'all are watching along with me. This is a blind playthrough. I have never played this game. This is my first time going through. I'm very, very excited. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it. Let's go. I love the artwork in the cutscenes, so it's very impressive.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Are you addressing me, sir?
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. One who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
So what do I want to name? I usually have a couple of names I've chosen to be able to do things like this. Let me see if there's a name that I can use for metaphor. There's a default protagonist or something like that. I am not 100% sure. Let's see. So it looks like the protagonist's default name is Will, I believe? Okay. Wilhelm in Spanish, Victor in German, Eric in French, Pedro in Portuguese. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna just call him Will then. Alright. We'll do that. So done. Oh wait, hold up. Are they asking what my true name is? Let's see. Oh, so you will name the protagonist later. So I'm gonna say no. So I'm gonna just put Rose. Okay. Okay. I get it now. So, my name, we will do Rose. Since I have the chance to actually put it. Alright, let's go. True name. Alright, so yes.
A most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours.
So Rose is not an uncommon name, but maybe in this world it is. I don't know. But we'll see.
It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold.
That is true.
Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you?
I wouldn't think so.
If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
I would not say powerless. Fantasy is not always that. I don't think, I think it can be beyond, so I'll say not
More than
always.
wishful thinking, more than fiction, something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality.
I believe that is true, and also as someone who is a big fan of the Final Fantasy games, I see where that's coming from.
Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Alright, let's go. Alright, select difficulty. So we have Storyteller, which is for players who want to focus purely on the story. Battles pose no threat of death. No, we're not doing that. That's too easy. For players who want to breeze through battles, difficulty can be changed later on. And then we have Normal, standard difficulty, where battles will thrill and challenge. Difficulty can be changed later on. Hard. I am not that keen on starting on hard mode because I've never played this game before, so I don't know. I don't want to die too many times. But it says for players who want intense battles, this difficulty can change later on, and then I'm guessing Regicide only unlocks if you beat the game once. It says a high risk, high reward mode for only battle hardened players. I am not doing Regicide. We're gonna probably stick to normal. I'm a pretty decent player, like on games like this. Like I feel if it gets to the point where it's too hard, I doubt it. We can go to easy, but I don't think it's gonna be that much. No, we can do it. I am confident. Yes, ready, very much ready. Hey, it's our pro tag.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories. To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
Oh.
What's the problem?
They're bandits! Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners! No crown or church will save us!
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
That doesn't bode well.
Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
He wants that book. Don't let him take that book. I don't know how important it is. Oh. Oh no.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. That's all to get stuck like us.
Mm.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
She looks like a badass. Oh no! Oh no, our protagonist! Oh, that stinks. That's not great.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us?
I did.
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
I would hope so.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Oh, he speaks! So not silent protag, huzzah!
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right?
I don't even know who both of you are quite yet, but I'm guessing that you two are very much important, so I'm gonna keep mum until we can figure out who you two are and what we need to do.
The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
So, let's see, what's her name? Gallica? I like that name. She's looks like a fairy. Alright. Radia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Use L to move, R2 while moving to dash, and then circle to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the mini-map to see which way to go. Okay. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty standard.
Let's go. Stop!
Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Oh.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they noticed us yet, though. Use R2 to use face sight to see what Gallica senses in the environment. Show us and prepare as best you can.
Watch out!
I'm trying to.
No. Looks like they found us.
Get to higher ground. Trying to.
Look.
Oh, I made it. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Absolutely not. Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
You need to tell me. I'm new to this. Come on, Gallica.
First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center.
Okay.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die.
Okay.
And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least.
I figured she was a fairy. I didn't know, though. She could have been a pixie. We don't know. Based on my long history of playing Shin Megami Tensei and Persona games, but yeah.
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Sure.
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
She seems pumped.
Look.
Hey, look.
Over there.
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. I am not good at dodge mechanics, okay, y'all?
Oh, I think they see us.
Trying to get to the road. Come on, man. Here's the road. Okay. Follow the road. I'm supposed to be going? I'm guessing I'm supposed to be running and not fighting. Oh, this is bad. What happened? Oh, that's supposed to happen. Okay. Oh!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia.
Okay.
The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king.
Yeah, we saw that in the opening.
Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Alright, we're going into the capital then. A great secret barrier of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epic of glory to grant me thy... I didn't read the rest of it. Oh. See it too fast. It auto advanced, so I couldn't control it.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
This is gorgeous.
Get on with it then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please!
Oh no.
I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Oh no.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry.
He seems like a nice protagonist.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
So we must be pretty important. But we haven't fought or done anything yet. We're just trying to get through the capital. Oh.
Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside.
I was going to remark at all the different types of entities here. It's beautiful. Just like seeing the scenery and seeing the different types of characters here. It's cool.
Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Oh, it most certainly was, and from what we saw in the opening.
Shh, careful who hears you say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Oh.
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out?
It's horrible.
No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
I'm guessing it's the person who murdered the king in the first part of this.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to.
So you're asking for my help?
Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there?
Ah.
This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
I get it. I absolutely get it now.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close.
So the prince is really dead too? Aw.
Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative.
I hope I don't fail this part. I hope it's easy to enlist.
Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne.
Yeah, if he wakes up, he's not completely dead.
That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us.
That seems really risky, just sending the two of you a ferry, and I forgot what our protagonist is supposed to be, but we'll figure it out.
Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Alright. So, recruitment center.
So?
Alright, do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. What to know in town? So press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure what to do, try pressing triangle. Gattaca always has good ideas, or so she thinks. And then press up in safe areas like towns to save your progress. Okay, so we need to save. I wonder if this would be a good saving point to make this a short episode, but we'll see.
Whatever will I do?
So let me see how we're doing on time for this. Let's see, we're about 30-some minutes in.
Let's go see.
Let's see. Gallica says, we don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down the main street and you should find the recruitment center. So that shouldn't be too bad then. Alright.
Whatever will I do?
Can we talk to folks? Anybody? Hi.
Come off it.
Elda. Ah, it's Elda. What's wrong with me being here? So obviously the church made it clear. The Elda wield devilish magic that defies the teachings of sanctity. Devilish magic, she says. If you're so magical, I doubt you have it so hard in life. She's aggravated. Well, let's not cause a scene. Ah, bigotry. Huh. So he's an Elda. Okay. So we'll have to figure that. Hope can't lose gets control. So are we? I think we're just gonna keep going.
An elder? Here?
Look, there's an Elda. Even those people are coming out for the royal funeral. Wow, y'all are something.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
What's magic igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
See? There's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Well, at least you can wield magic.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
I like her already, even though she is considered to be a shady woman. I like her character design.
Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say, we don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
Fair deal, because they didn't seem too welcoming to me.
Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
Yeah. If it helps me wield magic, I would like one.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter. and would make the perfect souvenir.
The Royal Scepter?
The Royal Scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
He's a country boy.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Take care not to say that too loud out there.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king.
True.
You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Thank you for warning.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Alright, can we save? Yes, we can save. Alright, so we're saving. Alright. Well, we have to go to the recruitment office first. I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Louis, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much as mention that. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. Okay, we talk to him.
You are.
Oh, the recruitment place? Go down the street towards the cathedral, it'll be the building on the left. You look into the list as a shoulder? Not like there's other work for elders, I guess. What, nothing to say? Move along, irritating little shite. I've given you more than enough. Ouch, 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 ouch. These people are rude. So the royal funerals will take place at the Grand Cathedral. I did not read the rest of that. Alright. Grand Cathedral. Okay. I was hoping that we would blend with the crowd and no one would notice you're an Elder, but the people have sharper eyes than I thought. Well, it's because he has two different eyes, I presume. Man, they're rude. You don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. How are we on time? So this is the menu. Stories so far. Death of the King. In a corner of the world occupied by 8 tribes, the kingdom of Eushronia rests on a precipice. Its king and heir both lie dead. No clear line to the throne, the people fear a power struggle. Amid the unease, a boy of the lesser scene of maligned Elder tribe makes his way to the kingdom's capital, accompanied by the fairy Gallica. His duty is to deliver a secret message. Alright, and then a special mission. In truth, the Lance Prince is not dead, merely sleeping. He was saved from the brink of death, yet by a cursed power, he lies in a slumbering false death, kept secret by the resistance. The resistance exists to safeguard the prince and carry on his will. It is they who took in the solitary boy and raised him to be a spy. Now he infiltrates the army to deliver their orders. Okay. Okay, so we know our story now, at least the start of things. Let's look at the memorandum. Sanctism, a monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of one God, the Almighty, the religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach that uttering the prayer Closure with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion, and the Sanctus hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Okay. And then the recruitment center. Alright, center located in every city for people to apply to join the army. For those without family means, volunteering is one of the quickest ways to earn money and social credibility. Recruitment is not always open, but concerns about public safety due to the sudden death of the king, as well as monster outbreaks in the area, has led to an unusually long recruitment period in the royal capital. Okay, so that tells us some things. Alright, so we got magic. Okay, so they have a lot of lore here. Okay. Magic, a general term for the technique that consumes power to cause phenomena that bend the laws of nature, has a wide range of applications from its use in daily life to destructive power in war. However, as magic igniters, which require state permit for ownership and use, are required for people to be able to use magic. Many cannot wield magic, so that makes sense. Okay. If I had chosen a different option, I probably would have learned that from the mysterious stranger who approached us. Magla, a technical term for magic power that serves as the basis for magic. There are varying amounts of all things found in nature, including people, plants, and animals. Because Magla sometimes crystallizes in areas of higher concentration. Some scholars theorize that Magla may be physical particles too small to be seen with the naked eye. Alright. Magic igniters. Alright, a tool that acts as a conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic. To own or use them, one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test, with some exceptions such as those serving in the state army. Igniters can be costly depending on power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. Good to know. Alright. See, the expense is so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult even for the entire lifetime income of the average comer. Oh, yeah, I'm glad we did not ask how much that was. In order to prevent accidents and crime, the Crown Theocracy and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights of igniters. Convenient. Unauthorized production is considered a serious offense. And then the time needed to cast magic depends on the user's skill, but can also be slightly impacted by the capabilities of the igniter itself. While using an igniter while sedentary poses little problem, activating an igniter while moving is difficult. It is thus advised to use them cautiously. Good to know. Alright, so we have some other things too. Let's see, Gauntlet Runner. Often called runners, a shorthand, a general term for magic power, to make automatic vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Oh, is this a Final Fantasy VIII? If you understand that reference, you get it. You get it. Moving on. Traveling the wilds on foot or even a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. It's probably different in this game, though. However, cities and countries grew, so too did the demand for resources, many of which require transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners feel the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners, roughly the size of an armed carriage with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs with an internal living area comparable to a modest house. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of their versatility on all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters as is more cost-effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. That's interesting. Alright. Royal Scepter, we talked about that. Let's see, an ornate cane-like scepter passed down through generations of the Ukrainian royal family. Proof of their right to rule, a magical instrument of extraordinary capabilities, powerful enough to induce natural disasters. Yeah, that tracks. It can only be wielded by the king, and the properly turned royal magic it commands serves as both a pillar to the king's authority and a deterrent to war. Consequently, any king of Ukrainia must be well versed in magic, and the boon of royal lineage is not enough to ensure succession to the throne. Oh, so we might battle for some things. Historically, there have been many cases where an offshoot member of a prince's family has become king when the bloodline's most direct heir was judged not to have enough magical aptitude to truly wield the royal scepter. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have some battles to fight then. Alright, royal magic. A powerful magic passed down through generations of Ukrainian kings, invoked through a unique magic igniter called the Royal Scepter. It has tremendous power that can bring about anything the king desires. There are several records of its use in the long history of the kingdom, be it for revolutionary or oppressive aims, but each is described as a cataclysmic disaster. It continues to represent a strong deterrent power to the royal family in the kingdom. Okay. And then music magic. That was interesting in terms of our fairy friend talking about it. An unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music, as it is a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield. It is considered meaningless, trifling skill of society and is thus rarely used. Ouch. Ouch. I like the music, okay? Let's see, so we have also history of people and culture. So let's look at the Kingdom of Ukrainia. Let's see, so it's a union of allied kingdoms, spans the Kingdom of Ukrainia, the Principality of Oceania, and the Principality of Monteria. Ukrainia being the suzerain, with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original king, I'm sorry, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hythlodaeus, I'm trying. Was this United Nations first ruler and is often referred to as the founder king. Okay. Hythlodaeus. I think I got that right. I'm not 100% sure. The continent is surrounded by fast-running currents, and ships can only set anchor from the southern island sea, where the otherwise swift currents are less violent. As a result, there have been few invasions from overseas, and the three countries have achieved long histories. The capital of the kingdom is the Great Trad, the largest city in the kingdom, located in central Ukrainia. The most widespread religion is Sanctism. Yeah, we read about that. Established as a state religion under the reign of the most recent monarch, King Hythlodaeus V. Royal capital Grand Trad. The nation's largest city, capital of both the Kingdom of Ukrainia and the United Kingdom at large, also referred to as a royal capital, being the home, palace, and the seat of the royal bloodline, known for its solid ramparts, a site which has long been emblematic of the city itself. However, when the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built, the building's grandeur became the new symbol of Grand Trad. Okay. So, and then let's look at the people. Elder tribe. That's us. The ninth tribe, distinct from commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the church. Their population is so small that even to see one in public is rare. They face greater discrimination than any other tribe. Really? Really? In fact, many outside of the main cities don't believe they exist. Ouch. 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 Oh, that sucks for our protagonist. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the claymores' horns, or the Roussant's long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishing feature and thus are regarded as inferior beings. Wow. Yeah, disrespect us more, huh? That sucks. Alright, Claymar. Okay. Claymar tribe composes the largest population in the Allied kingdoms. The most distinctive features are the horns, which grow on both sides of their head. Claymars have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which has essentially made them average. The Ukrainian royal family are Claymar, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions through the government, within the government, leading to many Claymars to internalize the belief that they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. Claymars value freedom and dislike logical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. Ouch. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Okay. Then the Roussant tribe. One of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to Claymar. Long point ears are their most distinguishing feature. I thought they were elves. They often boast excellent physiques, which have given them superior martial prowess. Roussant women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Claymar, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Roussant pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Okay, good to know. Okay, Parpus tribe. A tribe recognizable by bestial ears and tail. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including gold-colored skin, not often seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Due to the stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics. Despite being nearly as populous as the Roussant and Claymar tribes, the discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. Yeah, as we saw from that guy that got hung. That sucks. Alright, Prince of Ukraine. Alright. Son and heir to the throne of King Hythlodaeus V. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took a toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find them, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. Oh! Wow. That is something. Alright. Gallica. Hey, Gallica. A fairy who accompanies traveling boy on his journey. Oh, I love the fact that they call him traveling boy. He doesn't have a name yet. This poor kid. Doubling as chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing Agla and knowing magic. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. She seems that way so far. And then there's Forden. Forden is Stevium Foreign, the Forden, the 8th Santifex of the Sanctus Church, the state religion of the United Kingdom. He holds the highest authority within Sanctism, and as such is the leader of the Crown Theocracy, despite hailing from the Rohag tribe rather than the more common Claymar or Roussant tribes. He enjoys a broad base of support In the turmoil following the sudden death of the previous king, many view him as something of an interim king, given his position as leader of the moderate faction. Alright, that's good to know. Alright, I think we're done with reading things, and we're getting close on time, so I'm gonna go ahead and save for right now, and I'm gonna probably just end it here since we've gotten a little bit more of the lore, we've gotten a foothold in this and started, even though we haven't named our protagonist yet, but I think this was a good run for the very first part of this game, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be informed when I post new videos. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next video when we really get into more of Metaphor ReFantazio. So thank you for watching. Bye, y'all.